Have you ever felt like there's something greater waiting for you, a power deep within that's just out of reach? Or maybe, no matter how hard you try, you feel resistance pulling you back, doubts, fears, and obstacles you can't quite explain. If you've ever wondered why your journey feels so challenging, this video is your answer. Today we're diving into the awakening of the chosen ones, those destined for extraordinary impact but tested through extraordinary challenges. In the next few minutes you'll discover how to silence resistance both within and around you so you can finally move forward. Why your struggles aren't setbacks, they're part of your transformation. Practical steps to unlock your divine power and awaken to the life you were born to live. So let me ask you this. What if the resistance you're facing is the very thing shaping your destiny? Stay with me, because by the end of this video you'll see that the strength you need isn't coming, it's already within you. And here's the best part. The journey we're starting today will show you how to awaken to that power, silence resistance forever, and step fully into the life you deserve. Ready? Let's begin. Have you ever felt different? Like you don't quite fit into the molds of society? Perhaps you've been labeled as too sensitive, too ambitious, or even too intense. What if I told you that these very traits are signs you might be one of the chosen ones? The chosen ones are those who carry a divine purpose within them, often without even realizing it at first. They are individuals destined to make a difference in this world, but their paths are far from easy. Life seems to test them relentlessly, presenting obstacles, betrayals, and challenges that would break most people. Yet, they endure. But who exactly are they? The chosen ones are often seekers, people who crave truth, meaning, and purpose. They feel an unexplainable pull towards something greater, even when they can't articulate it. They've faced darkness, not because they're cursed, but because their light is meant to shine brighter than most. Here are some common signs you might be one. Deep intuition. You can sense people's energy and intentions, often before they say a word. A strong sense of empathy. You feel the pain of others deeply, which sometimes makes you retreat to protect yourself. Recurring struggles. You've faced trials that seem unfair, but each one has shaped you into someone stronger and more resilient. A feeling of being called to something. Even if you don't know what it is yet, you sense that your life has a bigger purpose. But let me be clear, being a chosen one isn't about being superior or better than others. It's about carrying a unique mission, one that often demands incredible perseverance and faith. The world needs chosen ones because they are the catalysts for change. They are the ones who challenge the status quo, spread light in the darkest corners, and inspire others to rise above mediocrity. So if this resonates with you, understand this. Your struggles aren't a punishment, they're a preparation. You were chosen because you are strong enough to endure, wise enough to learn, and brave enough to lead. Now that you know who the chosen ones are, let's take it a step further. What's stopping you from fully stepping into this role? In the next section, we'll uncover the resistance holding you back and, most importantly, how to overcome it. Every chosen one faces resistance. It's not a question of if, but when you'll encounter it. Resistance is the force that pushes back every time you try to step into your purpose. It's the voice that whispers, "You're not good enough," and the obstacles that appear just as you gain momentum. But here's the secret. Resistance isn't meant to stop you. It's meant to shape you. Let's break it down. Resistance comes in two forms, internal and external. Internal resistance. This is the battle within your own mind. It's the doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs that keep you stuck. Maybe you've thought, what if I fail? What will people think? Am I even worthy of this calling? These thoughts don't appear out of nowhere. They're often rooted in past experiences, rejections, failures, or words spoken over you that made you question your value. Internal resistance thrives on self-doubt and insecurity, feeding off the fear of stepping into the unknown. But here's the truth. These voices are liars. They exist to test your resolve, not define your reality. External resistance. While internal resistance comes from within, external resistance is all around you. It might look like people doubting or criticizing you, friends, family, or co-workers who don't understand your journey and try to pull you back. Unexpected setbacks, financial struggles, health issues, or other roadblocks that seem to appear at the worst possible time. Cultural or societal norms. The pressure to conform to what's normal or safe rather than chasing your higher purpose. External resistance often comes disguised as practical advice or constructive criticism, but its aim is the same, to distract you from your mission. Why resistance exists? Resistance isn't here to destroy you, it's here to refine you. Every challenge you face is a mirror, reflecting the parts of yourself that need growth. Overcoming resistance is what builds the strength, wisdom, and resilience needed to fulfill your purpose. So, what can you do? The first step is to recognize resistance for what it is, a test, not a truth. Understand that the obstacles in your path aren't permanent, they're stepping stones to your destiny. In the next chapter, we'll explore the power of silence, how it can become your greatest weapon in overcoming resistance and connecting with your divine purpose. Stay with me, because this next step is where the transformation begins. In a world filled with noise, opinions, expectations, distractions, it's easy to lose touch with who you truly are. For chosen ones, silence isn't just peaceful, it's powerful. It's in silence that you gain clarity, recharge your spirit, and reconnect with your divine purpose. Why silence matters. When resistance shows up, the instinct is often to fight harder, do more, or explain yourself to others. But sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. Silence isn't weakness. It's a tool for self-mastery. In moments of silence, you create space to hear your inner voice. Beneath the noise of doubt and fear lies the quiet wisdom of your higher self. Recenter your energy. Silence allows you to step out of chaos and align with your purpose. Receive divine guidance. When you stop talking and start listening, you open yourself to messages from God, the universe, or your higher power. Silence as a weapon against internal resistance. Think about the doubts and fears that play on repeat in your mind. They gain power when you engage with them, but what happens when you don't? When you sit quietly and observe those thoughts instead of believing them, they begin to lose their grip. Practical exercise. The next time self-doubt arises, take a moment to pause. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and let the thoughts come and go without judgment. You'll find that silence creates distance between you and those negative voices, giving you the power to choose a different narrative. Silence as a shield against external resistance. When people question or criticize your journey, the instinct is often to defend yourself, but silence can be your strongest shield. Not every battle needs to be fought with words. Sometimes, the most powerful statement you can make is your quiet, unwavering confidence. Remember this: not everyone will understand your calling, and that's okay. Your mission isn't to convince others, it's to fulfill your purpose. Turning silence into strength. Silence isn't passive, it's intentional. Use it to meditate, pray, and visualize your goals. This isn't about retreating, it's about building the inner strength to move forward with clarity and conviction. As you begin to master silence, you'll notice something incredible. Resistance starts to fade. The doubts, distractions, and criticisms lose their power because you've stopped feeding them. In the next chapter, we'll take this further, exploring how to connect with your inner strength and divine power to awaken the unstoppable force within you. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss it. You've silenced the noise, but now it's time to tap into the source of your true strength, your inner power and divine connection. Chosen ones aren't just strong, they are spiritually anchored. That connection is what makes them unstoppable, even in the face of overwhelming resistance. What is inner strength? Inner strength is more than willpower or determination. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are guided, protected, and capable of overcoming anything. It's rooted in faith in yourself, and faith in a higher power working on your behalf. But how do you access this strength when life feels heavy? The key lies in aligning with the divine. When you connect to this source, you don't just rely on your own abilities, you draw from an infinite well of wisdom, courage, and resilience. Steps to connect with your divine power. Start with gratitude. Gratitude is a gateway to divine energy. No matter what you're facing, take a moment to thank God, the universe, or your higher power for what you have and for the strength to endure. Gratitude shifts your perspective, reminding you that you are supported, even in difficult times. Daily affirmations and visualization. Speak life over yourself. Use affirmations like, I am divinely guided and protected. I have the strength to overcome any challenge. My purpose is greater than my struggles. Close your eyes and visualize the life you're stepping into. See yourself confident, fulfilled, and aligned with your mission. The more vividly you imagine it, the more real it becomes. Prayer is speaking. Meditation is listening. Use both to build a two-way connection with the divine. Pour out your heart in prayer, then sit in silence, open to receiving guidance. The answers might come as thoughts, feelings, or unexpected opportunities, but they will come. Faith isn't just about believing in good times, it's about trusting during the storms. Understand that your current struggles are refining you for something greater. Trust that every setback is a setup for your elevation. What happens when you tap into this power? When you connect to your inner strength and divine power, everything shifts. You stop doubting and start believing. Resistance becomes lighter, not because it disappears, but because you're stronger. Doors that once seemed closed begin to open, and the right people and opportunities flow into your life. You are never alone in this journey. The same divine force that chose you for this path is walking with you every step of the way. It's okay to feel tired or unsure, but don't stay there. Rise. Tap into the power that's always been within you. In the next section, we'll explore how this awakening leads to a complete transformation, helping you step boldly into your destiny. Your journey is just getting started. The moment you awaken to your true power is the moment everything changes. No longer will you be held back by fear, doubt, or resistance. Instead, you'll begin to walk with confidence, clarity, and an unstoppable force that comes from within. This is the beginning of your transformation, a journey where you step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. What does it mean to awaken to true power? Awakening to true power means realizing that you are not just a victim of circumstances, but a creator of your reality. You begin to see the world through a different lens, understanding that everything you experience is a reflection of your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Your power is the ability to shape your life in alignment with your divine purpose. It's no longer about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about understanding that you have been given everything you need to succeed, and all that's required is your willingness to step fully into it. The transformational stages. Awakening. This is the moment when you first realize that you've been living in a state of unconsciousness. Perhaps you've been following the expectations of others or living in autopilot, but suddenly there's a spark. You feel a calling deep within, one that can no longer be ignored. This is the beginning of your awakening, a realization that you are more than your circumstances. You are a vessel of divine purpose, overcoming resistance. Now that you've begun to awaken, the next phase is overcoming the resistance that has been holding you back. This is where the real work begins. You'll face fears, doubts, and external challenges that seem to test your resolve. But with each challenge, you grow stronger, more confident, and more aligned with your higher self. Resistance becomes not an obstacle, but a tool for your evolution. Alignment with purpose. As you continue to evolve, you begin to align with your true purpose. Your decisions, actions, and mindset all shift in harmony with the divine plan for your life. This is the moment when you realize that your purpose isn't something you need to search for outside of yourself. It's already inside you, waiting to be activated. Every step you take becomes a step toward fulfilling that divine mission. Unstoppable confidence. When you awaken to your true power, doubt fades away. You move forward with a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are divinely supported. Fear of failure no longer controls you. Instead, you embrace every challenge as an opportunity to grow. The resistance you once feared is now seen as a stepping stone to your greatness. What happens when you fully awaken? When you fully awaken to your power, you begin to live with purpose and passion. You'll no longer settle for less than what you deserve because you now understand your worth. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach become possible. You start to see your challenges as lessons and your setbacks as setups for a bigger breakthrough. You will begin to lead, inspire, and elevate those around you simply by living authentically. Your energy will change, and as you vibrate at a higher frequency, you'll attract everything you need to fulfill your mission. A powerful truth for chosen ones. You were chosen for a reason. The power within you has always been there, waiting to be awakened. It's time to stop holding back, stop doubting, and start stepping boldly into the transformation that is unfolding. You are ready to claim your power and transform your life, one empowered step at a time. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how silencing resistance forever allows you to live in your full potential and experience lasting peace. You won't want to miss this step in your journey. Imagine for a moment a world where you no longer have to fight against the same fears and insecurities every day. A world where internal resistance no longer holds you back and you're free to live in total alignment with your true self. This isn't a far-off dream. It's a reality within reach for the chosen ones who are ready to silence resistance forever. The reality of the inner struggle. For so long, you may have felt as though you were in a constant battle within yourself. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the doubt about your worth and your purpose. These thoughts and feelings are the forms that internal resistance takes, and they are powerful because they have the ability to paralyze you. But the good news is, this struggle doesn't have to be endless. There is a way to silence these voices of resistance and achieve the inner peace you've been seeking. How to silence internal resistance. Acceptance of who you are. The first step in silencing internal resistance is accepting who you truly are, not who others say you should be, but who you are at your core. You are worthy of living the life of your dreams, and nothing or no one can take that away from you. When you fully accept yourself, resistance begins to lose its power over you. Releasing limiting beliefs. Identify the limiting beliefs that have kept you stuck. It could be something someone said in the past, an experience that shaped how you see yourself, or an irrational fear of failure. Releasing these beliefs is a process of healing, and it starts with recognizing that you are stronger than any negative thought. Practice gratitude and presence. Internal resistance often feeds off an uncertain future and painful memories from the past. But when you learn to live in the present and practice gratitude, you begin to live in a state of peace. By focusing on what's good right now, you uproot the sources of fear and doubt. What happens when resistance is silenced? When internal resistance is finally silenced, you gain a clarity that allows you to act with confidence. Decisions come easily because you know you're aligned with your divine purpose. You begin to live your life without the weight of self-criticism, without the burden of fighting against yourself. The result is total freedom to move forward in your journey with courage and peace, knowing that you are exactly where you should be, doing what you were meant to do. Now that the resistance has been silenced, you're ready to live your life in your full potential. In the next chapter, we'll explore how this transformation reflects in your life and the impact you'll start to have on the world around you. Today, you've uncovered the keys to silencing both internal and external resistance, awakening to your true power, and stepping into your divine purpose. As a chosen one, your path is not accidental. It is part of a greater plan, and you've been given the strength and wisdom to fulfill it. The resistance you've faced, the doubts that have clouded your mind, and the fears that once held you back are no longer obstacles. They are stepping stones to your ultimate transformation. Spiritual awakening is just the beginning of this journey. It's the moment you realize that your true power has always been within you, waiting for you to tap into it. But spiritual awakening alone is not enough. The real change comes when you take action. The clarity and insight you've gained today must now be put into practice. I invite you to reflect deeply on your own awakening. Look at your life and ask yourself, what do I truly want to create? What is my divine purpose? Begin applying the teachings from this video to your daily life. Silence the resistance within you, trust in your divine strength, and take steps, no matter how small, toward your purpose. Remember, every challenge is part of your growth. Every setback is an opportunity for you to rise higher. You are not walking this path alone. The universe, your higher self, and your divine power are always with you. The world needs your light now more than ever. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Step into your true power today and live the life you were always meant to live. Your journey has just begun, and the best is yet to come.